Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Juicy Baby. Quick question. Do you know that it is possible for you to be with a good person in a relationship, but still feel like this person is not just the right person for you to spend the rest of your life with? It happens. Yes, there are so many people, they're in a good relationship, no red flags, no drama, no problem. They're not having issues in their relationship. They're with a good person. The person loves them. They love the person too. Person treats them well. Their partner is good. Even friends and family will be like advising them to take their relationship to the next level. But when you just sit down and actually think about your relationship, it seems as if you're emotionally disconnected from that person. It seems as if you're just having this off feeling that this person is not just the right person for you to spend the rest of your life with. It happens to so many people. Not like they don't want to settle down with that person, but they're just having this off feeling. They're having this rhetorical questions that they keep asking, like, is this person the right person? Not like the person is bad, but for some reasons, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys in today's episode, it just feels as if that good person that they're in a relationship with does not feel like the best person for them to spend the rest of their life. It happens to both men and women. Yes. One thing you need to understand is that good does not always mean right. Safe does not always mean alignment. Why? Because love without vision is not enough for marriage. It is not enough. So in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about things that show that that person you're in a relationship with, in as much as the person is good, but might not be the best fit for the future, that is for marriage. Yes, but in today's episode, I want to be more specific. I'll be speaking to the ladies. Things that show that that guy you're in a relationship with, it's not the best fit for the future. So relax and let me give you those reasons why it is possible. But of course, before I begin, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you've not subscribed. Also like and comment. Don't forget to share my videos as well. Thank you so much for that. So dear ladies, what are the signs? What shows that that guy you're in a relationship with might not be the right fit for the future? Number one reason, if he doesn't challenge you to grow. It's possible that he will not discourage you. He will not discourage your plans, your plans to become a better person, plans for the future and all that. He will not discourage your plans, but he is not willing to support you. Yes, such character can be really annoying. It is even enough reason for you to begin to think otherwise. Yes, because someone you want to spend the rest of your life with should at least be supportive to an extent. For example, he anytime you try to bring up conversations about things that will help you guys to grow, conversations about the nearest future, maybe you want to further your education, or maybe you want to open a business, and you're trying to have a conversation with the person you're in a relationship with, talk to him about it. He's avoiding the conversation. He's always trying to dodge. Anytime you bring it up, he's talking about something else. Anytime you're trying to ask him questions, or maybe trying to just discuss very important things with him, he's always putting up this attitude that you don't understand. He doesn't even challenge you to grow. You want to become a better person, you want to open a business, you want to just make your life better, and you're trying to have anytime you're trying to have a conversation with him about it, he's always putting up this lackadaisical attitude. That is really bad. When your visions do not align, it can make that person not to be the best fit for the future, for your future. Yes, you want to make an impact, but he just wants comfort. Not like his vision is bad, but just that his vision is different. When your visions don't align, no matter how peaceful and sweet your relationship is, it can make that person not to be the best fit for your future. All because your visions do not align. Visions are very important. You understand? It is very important. For example, maybe you as a woman, you've always wanted to travel abroad, build something new there. You understand? But the guy wants to remain where he has always been. You understand? He wants to remain in his home country. He already has something doing there. He wants to build his empire there. But you have another vision for yourself. So you see now, for the fact that this reason alone I just mentioned has made a lot of people's relationship to end. Not like they had quarrel with their partner, just because their visions, their plans for the future did not align. Their relationship had to end. So yes, it is enough reason to make someone not to be the best fit for your future, because it is very, very important that you align your visions with that of your partner before you guys get married. That is why these are conversations you guys need to have before you say I do. Because when your visions don't align, there is bound to be a problem in that marriage. So visions are very, very important. They need to be aligned. When you feel safe, but you don't feel seen, you don't feel heard in that relationship, that is definitely a sign. You're in a relationship with a guy, he treats you well. You guys are happy in that relationship, but there is something off. He doesn't get you. He doesn't understand you. Emotionally or even spiritually, he doesn't just... There is something, there is a feeling, there's a connection between two people that are in a relationship. You need someone that understands you. Because someone that doesn't understand, the person might love you, but if the person doesn't understand you, you cannot feel 100% emotionally connected to that person. Someone that is understands you, for example, maybe you might be in a bad mood. Yeah, you even from your expression alone shows that you're not yourself. But because he doesn't understand you, maybe you're the type that if you're hurting, you're just quiet. You're just moody, that kind of thing. But if you're in a relationship with someone that doesn't get you, the person will not really understand you. The person might maybe come into the room where you are with all your moody character and not even notice anything. You understand that kind of thing? The person will just come and just, behave normal, not even trying to ask you why your mood has changed. Maybe you might even be crying. The person will just, maybe find a handkerchief and just give to you without even trying to know why you're shedding tears or why you're being moody. That kind of thing. Someone that doesn't understand you. There are people that when they are sad and worried about something, they just go mute. Like they don't talk. They'll just be on their own with such cold character. So you need someone that understands you. Even if that person loves you but they don't understand you, how will you cope in the marriage stage? If he's content with just surface level conversations, that is definitely a sign. You crave for something more, something deep. But you've come to realize and notice that his emotional ceiling is low. Anytime you try to have serious conversations with him about maybe your plans, your goals, your visions, about purpose, about growth of the relationship, he's always redirecting it to something irrelevant. Like maybe sports or TV shows, you just bring up something like that is not even relevant at all. It doesn't make sense. It's really annoying. So yes, and it's not something that's happened just once or twice. It happens all the time. Anytime you're trying to have a serious conversation with him, he's always avoiding the conversation and bringing up something that is obviously irrelevant. That is definitely a sign that he might not be the best fit for your future. The only type of conversation he likes to have is just surface level conversations like, how are you? How are you doing? How was work? How was your night? How was your day? All those kind of simple conversations. at a level, at a certain level in your relationship, you need more than that. You need to have serious conversations to know where the relationship is heading to. When you don't feel excited about forever with that person, that's another sign. Whenever you picture anything marriage with that person, you don't feel fulfilled. You're not even happy. You just have this off feeling. You're not happy about marriage, but your relationship is at peace. So you guys are enjoying your relationship. But whenever you hear marriage, you don't feel excited about being married to that person. That's definitely a sign it is possible that that person might not be the right fit for you. But this is something you need to voice out at the right time, which is at the early stage of that relationship, not after being in so many years with that in a relationship with that guy. After all that years, after all the time and resources, after eating his money and all of that, you now begin to open your mouth and begin to say you're not excited about getting married to him when it's time to get married. No. That's wickedness. No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you just got into a relationship with this guy. Things are going well. You guys are happy in the relationship, getting to know each other day by day. But you're not excited about forever with that person. You don't feel excited about settling down. You don't think that that person is the right fit for your future. Then you can open up to the person. You guys can talk about it. If it's something you guys can deal with, fine. You deal with it and move on, and enter the next stage. But if you guys did not deal with it, maybe you guys can separate. That is what I am talking about. You understand? So it should be done at the right time. If you notice that this person is not the best fit for you, say it at the right time. Say it early enough. Not after wasting his time, his resources, emotions, and everything. No, that will not be fair at all. When you're compelled to compromise your dreams in order to stay with him, that is a sign that he might not be the right fit. Don't misunderstand me. You know that once it comes to love, relationship, marriage, it's all about sacrifice. Now you're in a relationship, you're talking about marriage now. You have to learn to make sacrifices. Yes, now that you guys are now talking about marriage, you should know that some of your plans will be affected. Although it depends on the both of you. But yes, usually your plans will be affected. His plans will affect your plans. Your plans will affect his plans. That is where alignment comes in. You align your plans, align your visions, align your goals. That is what alignment is all about. Alignment is not about you insisting that he must do and follow your own plans. Maybe you want to travel abroad, but he doesn't. He already has a business that is running perfectly where he has always been, and that's his home country. He already has plans to build his empire there. But you're insisting that you must travel abroad, that both of you must travel. No, things are not done like that. You guys have to talk about it. There is a way you will handle it, that issue. He might even decide to change his mind and travel abroad. You understand? There is a way you guys will talk about it. You can decide to change your mind, make that sacrifice, and remain with him in that home country. So it all depends on the two of you. What I'm trying to say is when he's now compelling you, insisting that you must go with his own plans, then that means you guys were not able to align your visions. Then it could be that you guys are not meant for each other. You understand? So it all depends on the both of you. Plan well, talk about it. Make sure you talk about it. If anytime you're around this person, you can't be fully yourself. Like anytime you're spending time with him, you just can't be your true self. You feel like you have to be someone else to make him happy, to make him accept you. You understand that kind of thing? You feel like you have to tune down a part of you, become someone you're not. Maybe you have to tune down maybe your passion, your faith, your ambition, all because anytime you have to spend time with him, all because of that relationship. That is a sign. Yes, it is a sign. Because what is relationship without vulnerability? You have to open up to your partner. I mean, this person is your partner. This is someone you have plans of spending the rest of your life with. And don't forget that forever is a long time. So how long will you continue to put up a nature that is not you whenever you're with that person? So why not try to tackle that issue? Because if it is that serious, like you cannot just be yourself around him, then he might not be the best fit for your future. You have to learn to open up to your partner. So you guys have to tackle that issue. Yes, whatever it is that makes you feel not yourself anytime you're around them, try to fix it. If it's not working, then maybe it's not meant to work. But just try. You should be yourself. You should be vulnerable to your partner. When there is love, but there is no chemistry in that relationship, then it could be a sign that he's not the best fit for your future. There is a slight difference between love and chemistry. Love is very important, but chemistry is important as well. He loves you, he adores you, he's nice to you and everything, but you don't feel romantically or sexually stimulated by him. You're not attracted to the guy. That kind of feeling between besties is more like you're not attracted to the guy, but you love him and he loves you, and you guys are at peace. Not like you guys are quarreling or having issues, no, but you don't feel attracted to this person. My dear, that attraction, that chemistry is very important, because when you guys get married, if you're not attracted to him, he's not attracted to you, but you guys love each other. If you guys get married, you feel more like roommates instead of romantic partners. So yes, you have to be sexually and romantically attracted to your partner before getting married. If he doesn't get your calling, he doesn't get your language, your love language and your spiritual language, these two are very important, then he might not be the best fit. It's not just about loving someone, but you also need to speak that person's love language. So if he doesn't, and at least you have tried to, teach him, at least, because he might not know your love language, you have tried to teach him, but he's not just getting it. That is a problem. Then now, the spiritual part, the spiritual controls the physical. So the spiritual life of your marriage matters a lot. So yes, you have to talk about it. You have to consider it. So anytime you're trying to talk about, your spiritual life, he doesn't pay attention. Remember that it is very important that you marry someone that believes in what you believe in. Marry someone that accepts what you believe in. Because if he doesn't believe in what you believe in, he doesn't even accept what you believe in, there will be problem, spiritual problem, when you guys get married. Agreement is very important. Marriage is a covenant, so you guys have to agree on a lot of things. So the spiritual life of your marriage is very important. So the both of you need to learn how to speak the same spiritual language. If you guys are more compatible as friends, that could be a sign that he's not the best fit for you. Like you see him more as a best friend than a husband. You don't have that vibe, that energy. When you love someone, when you're in love with someone, and you want to get married to someone, there is this energy, there is this passion, there is this joy that comes with it. You don't have it. You just feel like this person is better off just a friend. You don't have that energy to love that person more than just that friendship level. That's what I'm talking about. It could be that he's not the one. Your paths just crossed, and you guys turned out to be very good friends, but deep down, this person is not your person. Open up to him and tell him on time that you don't have that energy. You don't have those kind of feelings for him. You just have that normal love and likeness for him as a friend. So if that is your case, then he might not be the one. So make sure you make things clear. Let that relationship, let that friendship be defined. If you like the guy, but you don't love him, but you just can't let him go, and you even see yourself making excuses for the lack of connection that you have for him, he might not be the best person for your future. If you don't love him, you don't love him. open up and tell him the truth. To the extent that you even see yourself making such excuses for him, like saying things like, this guy is really nice to me, oh, I really like him, but I don't have this deep connection for him. But at least he's better than my ex. So you're trying to, I don't know, making excuses to be in a relationship with the guy because he, at least he's better than your ex. No, that he's better than the worst, that he's better than your ex does not make him the perfect person for you. You don't love him, you don't love you don't have that connection. That connection is not flowing. It's not flowing between the both of you. Maybe he loves you, but you don't love him too. You just can't feel him. You don't have that deep connection for him. Even with all the love and the care that he has shown to you, open up to that guy. Tell him the truth. Let him go. It is better so that you can move on and find the best person for you. And finally, for today's episode, if you feel peace, but you don't feel purpose, that will be a sign that he's not the best person for your future. It's not that you just like the guy. You love the guy. But you're not seeing, you're not feeling the purpose of that relationship. It's as if the relationship doesn't have purpose. It's as if the whole thing, you're not just feeling it. It's as if your mind doesn't just accept him. Let me put it like that. Even when you kneel down to pray about the thing that keeps bothering you, the thing that keeps feeling off about that person, that you cannot just ignore, you still can't feel that person. But not like you guys are quarreling or you guys are having issues in that relationship, but you feel like that relationship is not right. It's not supposed to be. It will be that he's not the right person. Remember that there are times when you need to just trust yourself, trust your instincts. So, dear ladies, don't confuse safe with right. Don't confuse good with destined. That someone is not toxic does not mean they are the best person for your future. See, the hardest decision is not always walking away from a bad man. Because you're walking away from a bad man because he's bad. But sometimes walking away from a good man, all because of he's not going where you're going, he's not going where God is taking you, you guys are not compatible, that is definitely harder. Walking away from a good guy is hard, I'm telling you. So yes, it might be difficult, but because he's not the right person for your future, you have to let him go. Make sure you make the right choice. I wish you all the best in your decision for forever. So that is all for today's episode. Thank you so much for watching my video today. Thank you so much for listening, and please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Also like and comment. Tell me what you think about today's video. If you have anything to say, you have anything to contribute, kindly drop it in the comment section. I'll be waiting there. Also share my videos as well to someone that needs to hear this. Thank you so much for that. See you in my next episode.